This is Optorotimus. You want to know where I get my toys? From BigBadToyStore.com. They got lots of cool stuff, lots to choose from, including the new Transformers Masterpiece figures. So take some time and check them out. What's up, all you Transformer fans and YouTubers out there? You're with Optorotimus and another video review. And today I'm going to be reviewing the new Transformers Generations IDW Voyager class Blitzwing as part of the 30th anniversary of Transformers. Another very, very cool figure. And here he is. But first of all, we will go ahead and take a quick look at the packaging. So let's move him out of the way. And here we have the box, which is just like the Fall of Cybertron Voyager figures with the same type of artwork. There's Blitzwing there, and of course it goes on to the side here. Very, very cool. Decepticon symbol there. There you see Triple Changer Robot to Jet to Tank, Blitzwing, and there's their new 30th anniversary logo. Very, very nice. And on the back, there is his tech specs there, if you want to read it. There is the IDW logo. And there you see Blitzwing in his jet mode, his tank mode, and his robot mode. And Blitzwing has a launching missile that launches right out of the gun here. And he also has 3 faces. And he has his original G1 Blitzwing face, and then he also, for some reason, I don't know, I guess as part of the anniversary, they gave him 2 of the faces from Transformers Animated, if anybody's familiar with that. The Blitzwing from Transformers Animated had 3 faces, and he could switch from one face to the other. Well, they gave this one the crazy face and the scientist face, along with the G1 Blitzwing face. So, there you have that. And, of course, here is his bio, which says, within his heavily armored and highly destructive body, Blitzwing, the ice-cold mind of a master strategist, sometimes. At other times, he is a boiling cauldron of rage, waiting for any excuse to unleash his firepower on the nearest target. And now and again, he is a chaotic whirlwind of bizarre behavior and intermittent bursts of plasma fire. His unpredictability makes him a poor soldier, but his raw firepower and unstable mind make him a useful tool for a commander as capable as Megatron. And that's pretty much it for the packaging. Now we get down to the figure himself. And here he is, Blitzwing. Very, very cool. And also a controversial figure. And I'm going to get into that because there was a defect in the mold for this figure, and almost everybody had a bad figure, and it had to be modified. So very few got one that would actually work without modification. But the mold was cut too deep to where it was putting in a little too much plastic inside on the inner side of the chest plate and the back plate. And that actually had to be sanded down just about right to make the arms lock in place, because he had or suffered from FAS, which is floppy arm syndrome. His arms wouldn't lock in place like they were supposed to because they were too far away from the tab, and they would just, flop around. And I posted pictures on Twitter and Facebook about that, but I fixed that problem. I fixed it myself, and now he works just fine. But here's Blitzwing in his tank mode, which is very, very cool. I do like it. Like I said, the turret does rotate all the way around. Looks really cool. I just really like the way this guy looks. They did a very good job on him. Like I said, with the exception of the defective mold. But anyway, here you can see the tank treads. Looks really nice. And here's the back. And course, on the underside, there you see the nose of the jet. But like I said, this looks really good, and he comes with a sword and gun, which the sword has a port and a post on the other side, so you can actually tab this into the port on top, and you can tab the gun into the sword. And if you'd like, you also have ports right here on the side, so if you want to plug a gun or sword into the side, you can do that as well. There they are. Me, preferably, I like to post them right here in the top, because these are separate pieces here, so without this, you can actually kind of tell a little bit more. But it still looks pretty good. But to me, I think it looks just better. It looks better with the sword and the gun plugged in on the top. It looks a lot better, and it really does hide that really well. So I think it makes the tank mode looks really, really, really good. But there you have that, and it does have two little purple wheels here on the front, and two little black ones here on the back. So, being that they're like tiny wheels, he doesn't really roll like the cars and trucks do. But what do you expect? He's a tank. He's supposed to move slow. But it does roll. So it's very nice. And also, he does have a missile here in the gun. And you just pull back basically on the gun to fire the missile. Just like so. And it fires really well. Nice purple missile here. You just stick it in there and lock it back in place. And there you go. And that's pretty much it for the tank mode. So now we're going to go ahead and get him transformed into his jet mode. So we're going to just take off the gun here. Which the gun looks really nice. I think it's a lot better than the G1 version of the Blitzwing gun. Very nice. And of course here's the sword. We'll just kind of wiggle it loose there. There's the sword. Another very nice detailed weapon. As you can see, like I said, there's the post on that side and the port on that side. And here he is without the weapons on top. As you can see what I was talking about, the exposed gap here with the rest of the gun right here. Like I said, it still looks good that way. Nothing wrong with that. But we're going to go ahead and get down to the transformation here to jet mode. So first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to take these and untab these just like so. And then these little sections here will just fold straight down. So we'll go ahead and get those out of the way first so they don't pop off, because they will if you're not careful. Then we're just going to take these tank treads here, lift from this end, untab it, raise it up, and the wing will start to pop out. So go ahead and bring it on out, fold this part of the tank tread in, and then bring it down, and just put your fingers here and press the whole thing down until it tabs into place. Just like that. Do that on both sides. Untab this, pull the wing out, fold that part of the tank tread in, close that up, press it down, tab it in. Now, let me get it situated here. Let's go ahead and untab these, like so. And for now, we'll just kind of move those up out of the way until we get this other part done. We're going to take the nose cone here, pull it up out of there, and push until it tabs in. You're going to take this gun, flip it downwards. I'm going to go ahead and take the missile out for now, so otherwise, because this is very touchy, you push on that and the missile is going to come flying out. So that position's there. And you want to bring this back around, hold this part here, and just rotate this to where the wing is facing out, like so. Do that on both sides, just like that. Then we're going to tab this back into place with the tank treads facing inward. Oh, also this part right here, you want to push these in just like that, and then you can tab these in just like so. Rotate these to where your tail fins are on the outside, so you can rotate those into place. And these don't lock, so they just kind of, if you bump them, they'll move on you, but you position those like that. And you want to take these, rotate this way, do the same on this one, rotate that way. Then you're going to take these tabs right here and tab them into these slots right here. So just do that. Going down. And there's also tabs back here sticking up on the back that tab in up under here. It might be kind of hard to see, but you just have to line that up. These don't always stay in very well, but at least not on mine. Well, that one went in. And this one, I don't think it's going to stay, but there's that one. I guess it did stay. Tab that front piece back in. Oops. Okay, there we go. Now you want to take these tail fins here and flip them up like so. And then the final step is here on the back. You have these extra wing pieces that just go up to fill in that little bit of space to make the wings look more full, just like that. And there you have it. There is Blitzwing in his jet mode. And yes, this is quite a bit different from the G1 version, but it's a newer modified version. It does look really cool. Like I said, for the most part, everything tabs in pretty well. As you can see, it's a bit bulkier, but it looks really, really good. A very nice looking jet. I do like the way it looks, and also the little cockpit section does actually kind of raise up a little bit. I can't really get mine to go up any further than that, but just wanted to show you that. And so here's the back section here. Like I said, these will move on you if you bump them, but I'll give you a top view here of what he looks like. Very nice. Like I said, you can launch the missile back here from the back end if you want to, or you can take it and you can actually rotate the gun. There we go. You can rotate it out this way. So if you want to fire forward, you can do that too. And there you have that. But that's it for the jet mode. So now we're going to go ahead and get down to the robot mode. So, first of all, we're going to go ahead and just untab these top sections here. Just like that. Untab these sections. Just like so. Then we're going to take this gun right here, rotate it out. Just flip it back out of the way. Take this whole nose section here and flip it forward and tab it into place. This is going to be the chest. And go ahead and bring the legs around like so. You have to rotate it to where this is on the outside and you see this on the front, just like so. Then you want to hold that and rotate this to where the tank treads are facing the front. Like so. And then we're going to take the wing sections here and Actually, don't forget you got to fold these little extra sections back in. And then you can fold your wings back in. They're going to stick out just a little bit, but that's the way it's supposed to go. And you want to take these sections here and just split them apart, because this will be his feet and heel spur. And then just rotate them around this way to where this fin is on the outside and just fold it up. Do that on both sides. Rotate it. Rotate that up. Like so. And there you have his feet and legs and midsection. And now we're going to do the arms. So what you want to do is flip the arms to the side here. Let me raise this up. Okay. And you want to bring this section down. Go ahead and, well, yeah. Leave that up. Because what we're going to do is take the arms here and bring them straight down. Do that on both sides. I'm going to rotate this up like so, and then hold this and then bring the arm down carefully. Mine are really tight, so I try to be very careful with it so I don't snap anything off. Then rotate the forearm this way, and this one. And then you can fold these pieces in. That will reveal his hands, like so. And then, as I was saying, bring this section down. You have two pieces here. This piece will just sit on top, and this piece here, as you can see the little groove in between, that's what will tab into place on the inner side of his chest here. And this is the hardest part to really show you with the arm being in the way, but it's right inside here, and that's the part that wouldn't lock. So that would make the arms just floppy like this to where these just wouldn't tab in. But I fixed mine, so I set that down in there like so. Get it positioned on the slot. I say it's not. I'm trying to do this in front of the camera and I can't see exactly what I'm doing here, so I'm trying to get it lined up. Let me try this side. Bring that down. Okay. I think I got that side. Let me try this one again. There we go. Now I got it. It clicked. Okay. Now these, you can leave these out if you want to. Your choice. I just choose to flip them to the back, like so. I think that looks better. Then you can bring this down, and then take your nose cone section here and just flip it back, just like so. And as you'll notice, my head is staying down inside the chest area where the cockpit goes. That was another thing where people were complaining, saying that their head would not stay down. There's a spring under here, but theirs just wouldn't stay down. It would just keep popping up, so they had to force the nose cone, which is a softer plastic than the rest of the figure, and they were having to force it over the head and trying to make it stay down and keep this tabbed in. Yeah, mine is staying down, and I'm going to show you this. I'm going to pull it up. I don't know what it is. This is the G1 Blitzwing face, and I don't know if this is going to work on everybody's, but I started out when I flipped the faces around, I flipped it over to the scientist face, and when I did that, I pushed the head down, it stayed down. So once again, I don't know if it's going to work on everybody's figure, but it worked on mine. And then when I switched it back to the G1 Blitzwing face, it stayed down. So I don't know. I don't know what was going on there. And one more issue I have with mine is the faces flip up and down, and I have a really, really hard time with mine doing that. Like I said, it does have the crazy face and the scientist face, but I'm probably not going to be able to flip those because, like I said, this is really a pain. Yeah. Like I said, it's a real pain, and like I said, there's a screw here on the side of his head. Let me turn it here. I had to take that screw out and take this half of his helmet head here off, and I had to take a really small flathead screwdriver and actually flip them loose inside there to get the faces to flip. And then I had to put this back on and put the screw back in there. But like I said, I don't know how to fix that. I don't know if I have to put some kind of lubricant in there or something to maybe make it a little bit looser, because this thing is extremely tight, and I just cannot flip the faces with my thumb or my fingers because it's that tight. But anyway, you know they're there. The faces do flip. Just mine's extremely hard to do. Like I said, I've got it on the G1 Blitzwing face, which is my favorite. So I just want to let everybody know that now. That's why I'm not flipping the faces, just because of the problem I have with it. So I'm leaving it just like it is. But anyway, here he is. This is the new Transformers Generations Voyager Blitzwing. And he is very, very cool. I do like it. I like it a lot. A very awesome looking figure. Especially now that I got him fixed. Like I said, I can lift his arms now and not floppy. Rotate this one. Shake it. See, not floppy. Very good. Like I said, once that little issue is fixed, he is just an extremely awesome figure. I love it. Very excellent character. I said I love the Blitzwing figure. He is just awesome. And I also have an original G1 Blitzwing. Try to get a close-up look at him there. And there he is with his new version, almost 30 years later. Very cool. Hey, you could have father and son if you want to do that. But very cool. I like him very much. Very, very nice figures. And also, just for comparison, here he is with the other release, which I will be reviewing, is the Voyager class Springer. Very nice looking figure. But there he is with that. And also we have his sword, which he can hold it. Just get it in his fist there. There you go. He can hold the sword, which is very nice. He can also hold the gun. Like I said, the gun can tab into the sword if you want to do that. Or you can just take the gun and plug it into his other hand here. And there you go. There's Blitzwing ready for battle. And don't forget, he's got his launching missile projectile, which you can load inside this right here. And it will work in all three modes. So very, very cool. Once again, an excellent figure. Very, very nice. And I apologize for not, flipping the three faces, but like I said, mine is extremely hard to do. I cannot do it without taking it apart. That's how tight my faces are. I don't know why they're so tight in there like that, but I'll try to see if I can figure out a way to loosen them up to where I can't actually flip them with my fingers. But once again, I do apologize for that, but there he is, Blitzwing. An homage, like I said, to the G1 Blitzwing, which is very, very cool. I do like it very much. I highly recommend this figure. And like I said, if you want to do the arm fix, and like I said, you can look it up on YouTube if you want to. It does work. You have to be very careful doing it, and you have to stand everything on an even plane, and just make sure you do it correctly. And if you're not too sure of yourself doing it, if you know somebody else that's pretty good at that kind of stuff, then you might want to have them do it for you. But like I said, it will work. And Like I said, mine is fixed, and I like it very, very much. A very cool figure. I highly recommend it. So go ahead and pick this guy up. And he has a Decepticon symbol right here, painted on. Like I said, articulation-wise, his head does rotate all the way around. His arms do rotate, full 360. He's got this arm movement here. Due to transformation, he moves out like this. Has the arm swivel here. He also has, I think, maybe. I think he does have a little bit of wrist swivel. Yeah, he does. He does have wrist swivel there. And like I said, the hip. Nice movement there. Bends at the knee. Foot is on a ball joint. It moves around. But again, a very nice, very cool figure. I do highly recommend it. So if you see this in the store, pick him up. He's well worth the price. And that's pretty much it. So there he is. This has been my review of the Transformers Generations IDW Voyager class Blitzwing for the 30th anniversary. Very, very cool. And also, if you're new to my videos, I am Optirotimus, and if you like my videos, please hit the subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. And I'm here on YouTube as Optirotimus with 2 P's. And you can follow me on Twitter at Optirotimus with 1 P. And you can find me on Facebook under Optirotimus Prime. And check out my website, www.optirotimusreview.com. Lots of great stuff there. News and updates. And a cool photo gallery. Just lots of new cool stuff to check out. And I'm going to be updating that again. I try to do that every week. I'm a little bit behind on it, but I'm going to catch up with that. Get all that good stuff done. But again, there you go. A great figure. And I will have my Springer review coming up next. So that's it. So I appreciate everybody watching. And until next time, this has been Optirotimus saying, Autobots, transform and roll out. Blitzwing, get back to work, you little twerp. I can't stand him. What can I do? I want to be big. Use the sword, Blitzwing. Use the sword. Who said that? I did. Use the sword. Oh, alright, I'll use the sword. Alright, here we go. I'm going to try this. By the power of Cybertron, I have the power! Ah, it worked! I'm big. Now where is that little jerk? Shockwave! Shockwave! What happened to you? Who's the little twerp now, jerk? Nobody messes with Blitzwing. Ah. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.